Hello everyone. Just a small update from me today on some of the things that have been happening in the research area. And I'd like to introduce this little slot. Whenever things of an unexplained nature occur that are just worth talking about or that we feel are worth talking about. So today is the 26th of July. So it's a Saturday morning. And last night, obviously, the 25th, I was up on the Clifftops. There was myself, Pete, Linny, and Jeremy. And a few other people came onto the Clifftops with us and spent a few hours. Amongst the other people that came were Chris and Darren. And they decided to walk off on their own and head towards Speeton. They were there probably 2 hours alone in the darkness, just sort of walking and observing, hoping to catch a glimpse of the unexplained phenomena. Chris, who's a keen angler, has already seen the spheres of light over the years while he's been fishing along the coast, up and down towards Hull and up towards Scarborough and Whitby. So although we know that the strange spheres of light that appear over the sea are nothing new to Chris, he has seen them before, and not on his own, he's seen them with other anglers as well. The actual visits to the Clifftops, specifically looking for unexplained phenomena, are quite new. Previously, he's just observed these things whilst fishing. But this is a new development, as in coming up to the Clifftops specifically to look for unexplained phenomena. So Chris and Daz are walking along the Clifftops up towards Speeton. At one point during the evening, Jeremy decided that he was going to walk towards Speeton, not specifically to meet up with Chris and Darren, but he just wanted to walk the path in the darkness, seeing once again if he could observe anything. Chris and Darren had already decided to make their way back, so their paths crossed. Just a short time after Chris and Darren passed Jeremy on the path, they observed something just a few yards in front of them, something they never expected to see. Do any of us? And they tell me that walking along the path, both men saw it, a small light just flicked on and flicked off. The size of a light on a wristwatch is how they described it, and it just flicked on and off twice. Both men saw it. They stopped in the tracks thinking, what could this be? You know? Like anyone would. And obviously they're puzzled. Now, you wouldn't think that a light would unnerve somebody, but it did, and it unnerved Darren. I mean, Darren said afterwards, I can't believe what I'm saying, but there's just something about this area. It's just not right. So obviously they got back down to where we were stood observing and told us what they'd just seen. Is it an experience? They've seen something. About 30 minutes after Darren and Chris arrived back to tell us about this strange light that they'd seen switch on and off on the cliff tops, Jeremy arrived back. So they proceeded to tell the story to Jeremy. Obviously, their paths had crossed, 45 minutes, an hour earlier. And Jeremy did say that he'd been taking pictures all the way up towards Speeton and all the way back down. Obviously using his phone, but without a flash. I think that's important to state because a flash could illuminate dust particles or insects, and then we would have an answer to at least Jeremy's part of the puzzle. Because in one of the pictures, and quite close to where he passed Darren and Chris on the way up towards Speeton, he's captured a small luminous light on the path, and there it is. You know, here in the UK, as far as I'm aware, we've not got any insects or any creature that can just switch on like a small light and switch off 2 times in succession, very close to where they were. It just doesn't happen. Yet that's what these men claim they saw. So what was it? And once again, we're stood up there. We're looking for something of a strange and unusual nature. We see nothing. These guys come back with this quirky little sighting. Darren did say that it unnerved him. Chris said it's just made him want to go there even more. And no doubt over the coming weeks and months, as we move slowly towards autumn and winter, we'll be seeing Darren and Chris quite a bit more. So today, this is the first update, a diary, if you like, of things of a strange and unusual nature that have taken place the night before. I hope, if we're lucky, to be adding more and more of these paranormal updates to the Truth Proof channel. So stay tuned in, guys. Look at the other shorts and short films that are on the YouTube channel. If you've not pressed like and subscribe, please consider doing it, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.